Hi, my name is Andrew Collins, and I am the Digital Services Librarian here at Gaston College. And today I'm going to show you how to access some of the research resources that we have available for you. We're going to start by going to the Gaston College main page, and you can access this page at gaston.edu. That's gaston.edu. And once you're at the gaston.edu page, you're going to look across the top of the page. You'll see several options in white. And if you will click on the second option where it says Library, and we click right there, it's going to take you to this page, which is the Gaston College Library's main page. Now, all of the resources that I'm going to be showing you in this series of videos can be accessed from this main library's page. But to streamline the process for you, we've put together a page that is specific to research. So I'm going to scroll down here toward the bottom of the page and show you how to access this research page. Now, there are several options down here in the bottom right-hand corner. The order of these may change over time for various reasons, but what you're going to look for is the option that says College Level Research. And then I want you to click on College Level Research, and it's going to take you to this page. Now, this is the College Research homepage, and this is going to be our landing page that we're going to use as a springboard for learning about the resources that we have available for you. Okay, so once again, we are assuming that you already have a focused and well-defined research topic at this point, and you are ready to find some resources. The first type of resource I showed you how to locate under the How-To tab were print books, and those required you to have a library card. The other types do not require a library card. They are digital resources that you have access to as a student at Gaston College. So we're going to move down to the second option, which is Find eBooks. And when you click there, it's going to take you to the page that I am already on. And on the left-hand side of the page, you'll see a link to the video help series. And then on the right, you're going to see the resource that we're going to look at today. It's called the NC Live eBooks Collection. So I need you to click there. And once you click there, you're going to see a list of databases that contain ebooks that are available to you. You can search several different ways. If you know what subject area you're interested in, you can go ahead and filter by subject area. But what I like to do is go ahead and start with just a keyword search. So let's say that your topic is forensics. And this one's already been used here. I'm going to click on forensics and search. So once I've searched for the keyword forensics, you're going to see right here that we have 7,733 results. So this is a hit on almost 7,800 ebooks that are available for you. Now, when it says ebook, I want to point out one thing. It tells you what you are looking for here. Books, ebooks, and these are all digital, so they're ebooks, but you also have ebook chapters that are available for you, because they will put just individual chapters that meet your search criteria as well. And it will say over here whether it is a full text online or whether it is a book chapter. I'm going to see if there's one of those over here. I don't see that, but if I see one in a minute, I'll point it out. And down the left-hand side are some ways that you can filter the results to narrow that 7,800 down to a more manageable number. But the first thing we're going to do is look at the specifics of our topic. So we already have a well-defined, focused research topic, and it's not going to be as broad as forensics. So let's say your topic is forensics, and you're wanting to look at how insects are used in forensics. I'm assuming I spelled entomology correct. I did. Entomology, if you have watched CSI, is the study of insects, and they oftentimes use this to determine time of death based on the types of insects that are present It's really fascinating. But when I type that in and I'm looking for now are ebooks that have the keyword forensics and the keyword entomology tagged, and it gives us 55 results, much more manageable. If you wanted to filter this down even further, you could. If you wanted, if your instructor says they want things that are available just within the last 10 years, you can click on 10 years. If they say 5 years, you can select 5 years. And this is going to filter out based on the publication date of these resources. You can also be very specific if you need something within the last month or the last 3 months. You could click on this edit symbol and you can set up a custom date filter. But we're just going to leave this as is so I can show you what a resource is going to look like. I'm going to use this first one, The Science of Forensic Entomology. And what you see here is the beginning of a summary. What I suggest you do is go ahead and click on the resource itself. It's going to open it. Actually, what it's going to do right here is not asking you to sign in, but it is asking you what college you are with. So it's asking for the institution name. I click there. I'm going to scroll down to Gaston College, and I'm going to say remember my institution and continue. Now, sometimes if you are doing research off campus, it may ask you to actually use your login that you would use for Blackboard. It will ask you to authenticate yourself as a Gaston College user, and if it asks for a username password, it's the same as your Blackboard access username and password. So now we are at the actual resource, the Science of Forensic Entomology. It tells you the author's name, so you see the author's name right there. You also see that the availability. It tells you that our institution has unlimited access to this book. If you wanted for some reason to download the book, you could. Most people choose to read online. You can read online. It's going to give you the full text of the book. You can use your arrow keys or the mouse to navigate through the book. Now, one of the good things about e-resources or digital resources, as you look down, it's going to give you a description, a summary of the book. So instead of having to just skim through the book to find out what it's all about, read this summary and look, and after you looked at it, try to determine if it's something that's going to help you with your research. If it does and you're interested, what I suggest you do is go ahead and click on this citation where it says Cite Book. Now, we're going to get into a little bit more specifics of citations when we look at articles, but just so you know, any time you use the work that belongs to somebody else, that someone else has published, you have to, when you're putting it in your paper, you have to point it back to where you got the information. And that's what a citation does. It's a roadmap to where you got the information. So when I click on this site, this is one of the coolest things about digital resources, and that is you get a citation, and this citation is going to include some very important information. First of all, it tells where you got your research. You more than likely, if you're doing a research paper on forensics and entomology, you haven't done field work, you haven't collected data. You are doing the research based on other people's research, and you're compiling some of that research to present it as a paper. But you have to give the people credit that did the original research. So these two authors, it gives the author's name in the citation. It tells you the title of the book. It tells you the publisher. It tells you the year it was published. And then it tells you how you accessed the book through a database called ProQuest eBook Central, which we get through NC Live. Okay, another thing it gives you, and probably the most important thing, is it gives you a link to this resource, so you don't have to go through the same steps of searching and filtering to get back to this resource. When you copy this citation, that's there for you. And what I suggest, and when I'm working with classes, I suggest that you have a Word doc open, and so as you're going through and deciding on resources, go ahead and click on this citation and copy and paste it into a document. That way you have access to this resource with a click, and you also have the citations already in place when you decide which resources you're going to use. And this is a huge added value with using these digital resources. You can choose from MLA format, which is what the majority of the English papers would be in, and research papers. A lot of the science classes may use APA, but you can change it to APA formatting with a click. But the APA formatting does not necessarily include the link. So I would definitely make sure that you copy a citation that has the link, and you can always go back and get the other citation if you need it. So that's just a quick look at what you can do with these resources. This gives you access. It points back to where you got your research, but it also gives you access with a click. So these are full textbooks online, or it may be just a chapter, but you can read them all online, and I hope that this will help you in your research.